What's up YouTube? It's Matt Mrozik, aka MVM397, with my final video from on the Gouf custom. Finally finished it the other day, and I think it looks pretty good. I haven't taken final pictures yet, but I was going to do a quick video for you guys, show you the final product. I'm going to dust it off real quick, canned air, and I'll kind of give you my thoughts on the kit overall. For the most part, it's okay. This was the Super G conversion kit. This is from originally from Neo Grade, and what it replaces from the Gouf 2.0 are the shoulders, the whole upper torso. Chest is all resin. There's a little bit of plastic on the inside. The head is resin, the horn is resin, all the skirts are resin, the crotch is resin, and all the exterior armor, basically all the outside is resin. There is no plastic on the outside, with an exception of two pieces that I swapped out from the original Master Grade kit, and I'll show those to you just because the fit was so bad. I tried to fix the resin pieces, and the pieces ended up just kind of falling apart. And to be honest, the difference between the resin and the plastic was negligible. You really couldn't tell the difference, so I just went and swapped them out. So the hardest part of the kit was actually the shield slash Gatling gun. The casting was really bad. I sanded and primed it several times, and it turned out okay. And I had a lot of problems with peeling on it. I actually painted it twice because there was some masking that needed to be done. I'm going to dust it off again. And the first time I painted it, I masked it, went to go pull the tape off, and it completely peeled. And I had washed it in Purple Power and soaked it and all that stuff and did my normal cleaning. It just, for some reason, I think it may be a different resin because it peeled on me a second time, and I was getting really frustrated. So yeah, the shield was a bitch. So it didn't turn, the shield, it turned out okay. Could have been better, I think so, but in the end I'm happy with it, and I think my client will be happy with it. So there's kind of a preview of that. Here's the leg. Let's move up slowly. Got a nice Xeon decal there. Actually, that's from a different set of decals. I like that emblem, so I put that on there. And I shot the shoulder. The shoulder armors turned out really good. I'm really happy with them. There's a lot of masking involved with those, so really happy. Like I said, I'd be proud to have this in my cabinet. I really like the way it turned out, especially with the added metal bits. It just kind of gives it some bling. Here's the back. We'll zoom in on that. And now you notice it's leaning to the left because of that big ass gun, which is all resin. So let's see if we can straighten them out a little bit here. Just a little bit. Not sure if that helped. Not really. So here's a shot of the back. A lot of masking involved there. Move my camera over a little bit. Sorry about the shakiness. There we go. Moving on down, added the metal thrusters, added the metal tubes, back skirt, moving on down. That's all resin, exterior. Okay, now these two pieces right here, this one and this one, are the only two armor pieces that I didn't use the resin on, simply because I said they were warped, and I tried to fix them, and they really literally crumbled in my hands as I tried to get them to fit. They were warped pretty bad. If it was a Neo Grade kit, original Neo Grade, I doubt I'd have that problem. With it being a recast, it's hit or miss. I have a couple Super G kits. They're full kits. Well, actually, I have some conversion kits too, but I haven't built them yet. But the ones I have built have been full kits, and they've been SDs. Here is the big, I don't know, blade, knife. So the way I painted this guy is I first put down a layer of gloss black, and then I put down a layer of chrome, and then I faded in some bright yellow at the bottom along that edge, and then I also did follow that up by some orange. And on the back side of the blade here, I put some clear smoke. So the chrome really it doesn't show through. I didn't want it to be chrome. I just wanted it to kind of add as for a base. So that's how I got that effect. It's a nice shot coming up the torso. That's a good shot right there. I like the way that looks. I really like the resin head on this. It's a lot squishier. It's not so fat. You know, it's more narrow than the 2.0. The 2.0 would be like this. It's more rounded. This is more squished. It just looks real menacing. Don't know if you can tell, but I replaced the mono eye in there with a metal mono eye and a red lens. It's hard to tell unless you're looking in person. A shot of the hand holding the gun. I'll show you how that comes apart here in a second. This thing is not very posable at all. I'm not going to move it around at all. I'll let my client decide if he wants to move it. The suit's been done for several months. About 2 months I finished the suit. That's a really good shot right there. And so I just finished up the weapons the other day, and I thought I was done, and I realized I hadn't I hadn't built and painted a left master grade hand. I needed a hand that could grip the grip on the shield / gun. So I did that yesterday, and that completed the kit. The conversion kit does come with a metal chain there. Comes with that wire. I thought the Gatling gun would be hard to paint. It really wasn't too bad. I had some masking around the pipes and stuff. So there he is in all his glory. And I like zooming in. Looks good. All the colors are custom mixed. And I don't have any more of them. So unfortunately, if there's any scuffs or anything, it's hard to fix because I'd have to try to remake the paint again. But going down nice and slow. The feet, I really like the feet on this kit. They really look good too. And the pistons inside there are yellow, kind of hard to tell. So as far as other weapons, the only other weapons we have is the optional hand here, right there. Turned out really nice. Now this is all solid. None of this kit is shaded. It's just solid colors, which actually I kind of find harder, not harder to do, but harder to get to look right. Because you have to, anything that's not right sticks out. And then he also sent me some. I'll take this off the tripod and show you, but he sent me some aftermarket hands. I really like them. They're very mechanical looking. I like them better than the kit hands, but they don't move. They're fixed pose. And then I have another knife here. So let me take this off the tripod and kind of go around the kit that way. Alright, so like I said, here he is, all finished. Let's get that focused. Nice shot looking down there. The decals are from the Gouf 2.0 Bandai decal set. Yeah, I kind of went crazy with them. I love doing decals. It's like my favorite step of the kit building process is doing decals. It just kind of ties the whole thing together. It gives your eye something to look at, to kind of fall on. You remember one of my videos, I mentioned that this part right here was not good. I took a lot of sanding to get that round. It was not round. It was more like a flattened sausage shape, all the barrels. Let's get in here. See the single focus. Move that hand out of the way. So, sorry. Kind of moving around as we go here. All the panel lines are done with my India ink technique that I kind of figured out a little while ago. Really simple. Just the same way you use a Gundam marker, but with India ink. There and there you can see where the pistons are red. It's a nice little detail. Here's the gun. Like I said, the casting on the weapon was anything but acceptable in my opinion, but in the end it turned out okay. So the way this works is to get this weapon on, well, the shield comes off, and then that gun will stay on. I'll show you here in a second. I'll put it back on the tripod, but we're just going to kind of do a close-up. Spin around here. Like I said, I really like how the shoulders turned out. Looks nice. Panel lines turned out good. Going down the shield. Not so bad. There's that decal. I tried doing a different pose with this weapon. It's just so heavy, he wants to fall forward and way to the left. So Gamera Ben Ray built one of these probably last year or maybe 2 years ago, and he actually had to glue his epoxy into position because the weapon's so heavy. So you can pose it, it's just not going to hold it. If you want to do some sort of stance with it, you're going to have to glue it into place. So I like the leg design on the conversion kit. The fit was okay. Like I said, it's a recast, so there were some fitting issues. Not too bad though. But like I said, I'd be proud to have this in my display cabinet. I would show this off in no problem at all. I'm really happy with how it turned out. And it was with any kit as I'm going along, like, man, this looks like crap, this looks like crap. And then in the end, once I get the flat coat on and I get it all together, I'm like, that actually looks pretty good. Kind of nice little detail up in the shoulder there. Let's see if it shows. Focus. There it goes. Oh, it may be too dark to see. But anyway, nice little mechanical detail. Here's a shot of the blade. And it's been clear coated, so it's actually kind of glossy. It's not flat like the rest of the kit. So, okay, there he is. Again, like I said, I like how he looks. I love the shoulders. They're just, man, they just look mean. They just look tough. And there's a nice shot of the face. He just looks pissed off. And you can't see the mono eye up in there, but it's there. So these are the other pieces that we did. Here's the hand, and then here are the other optional aftermarket hands we did. There, and you're missing a decal. I ran out of decals right there, but it's okay. And then those two open fists, and then here's the other blade. Now this actually fits inside the shield, and I'm not going to do that because I don't want to scratch the blade. I'm going to let him decide if he wants to do that or not. So I'm going to send it to him like this, and then if he wants to slide it in there, he can. I'm just going to put this back on the tripod real quick and just kind of show you how these weapons work, because it kind of took me a little while to figure it out. So I'm going to zoom in here, see if we can do this. Okay. I'm going to zoom out just a little bit. Okay, so the way the shield goes on is you have to open the fist, and I really hate doing this, moving stuff around, because it's just more chance of something happening. It comes off this part. Oops, see, he wanted to fall. I had him, and then that stays on. This part can stay on now. So then that can stay on as a weapon. And then you're left with the shield by itself, like that. So, the shield / Gatling gun. So there's that guy. And then, so you can have that on. If you want to take it off, you got to take a fist off. And again, this makes me nervous. So you can do this without destroying something. Yeah, with all this paint on here, it's a tight fit. I don't think it'll come off with the hand on there. No, you gotta take the hand off. There it goes. Oops. See, now I got the hinges stuck in there. So now what I gotta do, which I don't want to do, is I have to take a pair of pliers and get it out of there. Let me see if I can find a pair of needle nose. There they are. And in doing that, the paint gets scuffed on that. I get a scuff right here just from putting that weapon on and off, and that's is not unavoidable. It's just the way it is. Let's see if I can get this out. There we go. It came out. And then you can put in, you know, whatever fist you want. So I'm going to put this guy in because I like this kind of laser hand. It's cool. So he can go like that. And now, with that big gun off, he actually could hold a pose. He could do something. But like again, I really don't like messing with these once they're painted. It's just, it scuffs up the paint and it makes me nervous. So, but there he is. He's all done. I'm gonna take some final pics this week and get them wrapped up and shipped to my client. So, let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment, subscribe. One of my right there, last close up of the head. And I'm out. Good night. Take it easy. Thanks for watching.